All right, let's go ahead and cut through the crap. Talk about this. Leading up to the election, we all heard the same claims that Donald Trump wanted to centralize power underneath himself to set himself up as a quasi monarch, never to leave power, and to continually centralize all powers, rights, and dictates under his individual purview. And it's a sad thing for me to say, but he's made his first pitch for such power. Put yourself in the position of a true despot. If you're going to grab any one thing first to try to make your rise to power, total power, easier, what's the first thing you're going to grab aside from maybe the military? Well, that's easy. You would grab the media. You'd grab social media. You'd grab any ability of individuals to converse, to exchange information, and to express opinion. And Donald J. Trump has done that. MAGA, before you lose your mind, hold on. The pitch he has made is that he wants to make an internet bill of rights and to punish entities, both government and private, that have engaged in the censorship of individual posters, commenters, and political groups, right and left, during the last 2 to 3 election cycles. That's right. Donald J. Trump has essentially pitched, I want to make it easier for people to comment online. I want them to have protections under the law. I want an actual standing Bill of Rights where they have to know what it is they said that got them a nanner on TikTok or on Facebook. I want them to be able to appeal what's going on and explain why it does not violate community guidelines. And they definitely don't want the government or individual like universities and private organizations dictating what is and is not misinformation, leaving it up to the people to decide who they will listen to, what information they will accept as fact, and what things they're going to essentially say, that's a bunch of crap. I know, this is a radical idea, man. I mean, a dictator who actually wants the government to get out of free speech. What are some of the steps that he's going to take, supposedly, under his regime? First things first, he's going to go through any governmental entity or employee that has engaged in the suppression of public speech on social media or that has pushed for the shadow banning of an organization or individual will be summarily sacked and thrown out of office regardless of their position. He's asking for the DOJ to go through the various accusations of suppression and shadow banning that have been popping up over the last 12 years or so, and to determine what steps need to be taken to ensure that there is no further suppression or shadow banning. Any university that has stepped forward and said, you're not allowed to say X, Y, or Z, we have free speech zones, you're not allowed to express your own opinion free and unfettered on a public institution that receives public dollars, they will receive no public funding for 5 years. And as mentioned, last but not least, he wants an internet bill of rights where the individual publishers of postings online, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, they actually are able to be listed as publishers, not as regulators, as individuals that just published a comment, and the individual posters are the ones that accept liability. In addition, he wants the individual posters to have certain rights to, as publishers, to express their opinions without the fear of their political or personal opinions being doused online. If you want to list something that says the lizard people are going to crash the moon into the earth under the orders of their quasi-cybernetic overlords, you have the right to do that, and people have the right to call you a crackpot, which is how it should be. Now that last one, the Internet Bill of Rights, President can't simply snap his fingers and make that happen. And as of the recording of this video, the composition of the House is still being decided. It would take an act of Congress, literally, to make such an Internet Bill of Rights a reality. But at least we have a chief executive that is going to push for it. It's something we've needed for about 20 years or so. And this is how it starts, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is how Little Mustache Man did it. This is how Uncle Joe in Soviet Russia did it. This is how Pol Pot did it. This is how all these men did it. They actually liberalized their free speech apparatuses. He allowed newspapers to challenge their regimes. They allowed individuals to publish crazy and wild rumors that might challenge their authority or go against the state-run line item. They allowed individuals to get together in various forums and locations and discuss ideas and concepts that might be outside the norm, that might be misinformation or false news. No, that's actually not how it happened at all. They cracked down on those apparatuses. They seized total control and said you're only allowed to decide X, Y, or Z. If not, you'll be canceled. If not, you'll be thrown out. If not, you'll be criticized and discredited and possibly jailed, possibly worse. Kind of like we had it before the election. Push for this Internet Bill of Rights. Push for the liberalization, the opening of the public sphere and conversation. Exchange ideas, conspiracy theories, things that are completely outside the norm. Do all of these things and back this measure. Enjoy your free speech. And I'll talk to you next time when we talk about another thing I find interesting. I'm out.